I will not claim to be an Ijebu person ever, no matter how long I've stayed in Ijebu land. I will not. It will not be acceptable. It's like oil and water, they will not mix.
No, that's your thinking.
And that's reality. In Europe, Finnish, Finland, Dutch, Germans, everybody is on his own. In the north, we have penal code. In the south, so we are not just one country. Trying to make us one omnibus, united in transport building. It's never going to work. We do this one 20 times. We continue doing it like that.
When you say we're not one country, I know
we are one country, one nation. We are not one nation.
Yeah, I know that I'm in Nigeria.
I correct myself. One nation. We are not one nation. We are not one nation. We are multiples of nations. Absolutely.
I don't know. Under one country, right?
But we need to be differentiated. It's nothing that I like amala, you like tuwo. Is that a problem?
No,
but if you are in your area, then I eat amala in my area. That's what I want. If you are my guest, if you want to eat amala, just know you are eating amala with me. But it's not yours.
Now, for example, one of now you brought up an issue. One of what this tries to correct. I will come to what the chairman said and what you're saying. But one of the things this wants to correct is what you call indigenship. Indigenship. I mean, America is America today because of the potpourri of people that...
No, America is conquered. America was conquered. The indigenous were conquered. And they were overpowered. Is an Ijebu man conquered in Nigeria? Is Hausa man conquered? Is Igbo man conquered? Even Yoruba land alone, Egba is not conquered by Ijeshas. Ijebu did not conquer the Ibadans.
So you're saying indigenship can't work. Is that what you're saying? I mean, if I live in Hausa, for example, or Igbo, for example, for 10 years, I can vote, I can contest election.
Don't go far, my brother. I'm a Isha person. Does this law make me an Ijebu because I live in Ijebu Day for 10 years? Have I become an Ijebu of Ijebu? Just within Yoruba land, not even the whole country. Have I become an Ijebu person? Living in Ijebu Day for 10 years, I will renounce my Ijesha.
No, they're not saying renounce.
No. Once you have indigenship, you cancel all this. And that's the extent to go. It's pendulum to swing to the extreme. Don't go there at all. Don't go there. I will not claim to be an Ijebu person ever, no matter how long I've stayed in Ijebu land. I will not. It will not be acceptable. It's like oil and water, they will not mix.
No, that's your thinking.
And that's reality. In Europe, Finnish, Finland, Dutch, Germans, everybody is on his own. Iceland.
But there are countries. These are different countries.
Nations, not countries. They're just countries and nation states at the same time. Only Switzerland is many. French, German, whatever, and they have confederal arrangement in Switzerland.
Now, see, the chairman of the committee that we just listened to a while ago, he said, that's a House Speaker, he says, the 1999 Constitution is a document that belongs to the people and must reflect the citizens' hopes and aspirations. But you say,
it doesn't belong.
Reliance on 1999 Constitution is not it. Your call is for a legislative action to amend the 1963 Republican Constitution in order to restore true constitutional democracy in Nigeria.
It's not an amendment. It is to lift the suspension on the Constitution. It was still suspended.
The 1963.
Yeah, lift the suspension, and then we now know that we have 6 geopolitical zones. We fast forward to now that we have the National Assembly has already enacted 6 geopolitical zones. They already recognize that we have 6 zones. So bring 1963 framework up, produce federal constitution, produce 6 regional constitutions, and then dissolve powers, education, health, roads, everything. Let region do the way it wants. Let control their resources.
So are you saying we should go, because control of resources is one of the things that they are amending, so that states can have their resources with the federal government?
It's not to list it. You know why I just thinking. They don't want to go the whole lot. No, we need to go the whole lot. Let's stop this talking about. Look.
Okay, are you saying then that Nigeria should, because that's what it looks like, revert back to regional system?
Absolutely.
Are we not going back?
We have gone back. There are 6 geopolitical zones now. It's already enacted. They form commissions, everything. Go the whole hog. We've fought national anthem, 1960 also. Is it not true?
We have seen
so
that.
there's nothing wrong with going back to what was working. The military upgrade from 1966, we have to roll back. We don't roll it back and do course correction based on the fact that we are regionalized. NASA has agreed that we are regionalized now. We have 6 regions. They call it geopolitical zones. What does that mean? It's the same thing. There might now be people who don't want to be in the 6 zones. Okay, you allow them to have maybe 1 or 2 or more regions. In India, they have 28 states, but they have federal area that don't want to belong to a particular region. So, given now we are comfortable with 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria, we have moved forward beyond 1966 on that basis.
63 or 66?
66.
66. Okay.
66. We have moved now, and now we have 6 geopolitical zones, and even all their bills is still based on geopolitical zones. They want to appoint local justices on 6 zones. Everything is federal character.
So why are you then really quarreling with, for example, you have local government autonomy here. You talk about state police, creating a state police alongside federal police, establishing the Federal and State Police Service Commission. You talk about local government autonomy.
Most of these things are not constitutional at all. If you are look, constitution is just a limited framework of governance. You don't specify eating amala, eating the way do in the constitution. You don't do that.
I would think that, for example, they are tinkering with the idea of doing all elections in one day. That's interesting.
Why must you have election one day? For federal election, yes. But region can decide to, they might even have 2-year term instead of 4-year term. But when you have to come to federal Abuja, you follow the federal dictate. But in your region, you might say you want 2 years to make sure that you rotate among all the people in your own area. Why not? In Yoruba land, there are 27 sub-nations there. Egba, Ijebu, Ijesha, Ibade, Ekiti, all like that. So if we have a constitution for Western, you might have to say 2 years so they can go around. But if you are coming to Abuja for 4 years, no problem. But for the zone, we will do what suits us. But this blanket, unified way will never work in this country. It will never work. We must admit reality that we are just different. Hausa person is different. The Fulani is different. Yoruba is different. We are human beings. Okay, we need food, shelter, everything.
And we are Nigerians.
But the Yorubas want to work hard and play hard. Do SOB. That's what Yorubas want. And the Igbos want to trade and make money. What's wrong with that?
No, but they're not saying anything is wrong with it.
And so let everybody have the room to express. In America, you have American Indian, everything. You're allowed to express yourself.
Yeah, but this will not cause you not to express yourself.
No, in Nigeria system, if you don't do federal character and everything, you won't be. Everything is based on federal power, federal money. Look at what's happening in River State. It's federal power. We don't want federal power. Let each region do his own. In the UN, the states are suing the government severally to stop Trump from interfering.
Because you have federalism there.
From interfering. You can't interfere in the states in the US. You don't get away with it. The judges are up to the task. But
even though Trump is trying to turn things around.
We lose in the midterm election.
Yeah, and of course some judges are saying anyway.
They have that system. But here we need to have that system too, where with this omnibus, everybody come to Transcorp Hilton. And then FAC allocation money is missing. NAPC is eating money. Nobody knows where it is. That's wrong. In the 60s, Western region was borrowing money to federal government. It's just a fact. It's a fact. We need to go back to what is working. The centralized system will not work. I'm not a prophet of doom. But this one they are doing now.
No, but they're not. They're also talking about devolution of powers.
No, they're not. They didn't. The 60 item, the constitution, they didn't talk about it. 68 item in the exclusive list.
I just mentioned it to you now.
No, they brought some
inclusive governance, security and policing, devolution of powers.
What's the element? It's not there. 68 item in the exclusive list. Do they now have 12 federal and the rest is residual? Why are they talking? Look, they're so laughable. They're creating ecclesiastical courts. Who is going to be the chairman of that court now? An apostle or a bishop? There's a new bill to create ecclesiastical courts. Why are you shopping for problem when there is none? Do Christians want Christian court? They don't want it, but this is there.
Now, you don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. This may be some things that may not be agreeable in the long run.
Then the wrong direction. They're just inventing small things to justify the fact that they are on alteration course. We don't want alteration. We want to
The spokesperson of the House says what they are doing demonstrates the House's commitment to inclusive and participatory governance, ensuring that Nigerians have a direct platform to shape.
Where many Nigerians will say that my good friend Clement Wako should be retired is the apostle of alteration for 1999. He's taking it to be a professional duty to be pushing for alteration.
Who?
Clement Wako is the chairman of public something, whatever. It's always there. There are professional authors of position now in the system. You must retire all of them. Let them go and sit down. Let's have one position once and for all, and let's face development. This 4-year cycle of alteration, they will change the name of local government in the next cycle. They will change the name of capital of the states. The alteration modality is wrong.
Okay, the modality.
Let's just have Constitutional Assembly to produce once and for all constitution with referendum, federal, regional. That's all. If you want to amend your own region, you amend. You don't need to worry about the federal system. The federal, the constitution is to specify the relation between the second tier and the first tier. Very simple. 30 pages. 30 pages federal constitution. The region can do their own. But this one where we have 200 pages or one document fits all.
I know that the Patriots were supposed to meet the National Assembly.
Have
they met the National Assembly?
They have not logistic because the time President Buhari died, it dislocated everything. It was set, everybody was in Abuja from the venue meeting to go to the president and but to get people back again is not very easy.
They've been to the president.
They've not. Since that July event, they've not. To my knowledge, they have not. If they have come to Abuja, will have known. The president have been overseas, will not be around. So the system has been in abeyance and we need to still bring it up. The Patriots have the most elegant system. Let's do Constitutional Assembly once and for all, not tinkered with referendum, yes or no.
Tribalism and nepotism is what only has something to do with policies of the government. When the government is doing policies to isolate or that discriminates against one tribe or the other. But, even though we have many tribes in Nigeria, but I don't know any government policy that is intentionally directed at discriminating one particular tribe in Nigeria, even though I'm from there. And then that is, even if that is so, because the way I see Nigeria, every Nigerian can get to do anything he wants and can attain to any height. Right. So if you are saying there is tribalism, first of all, you have to prove it to me and show me where it is. Because the people who are being oppressed in Nigeria, they could be either Hausa. It doesn't matter if it's an Hausa man who is the president. Hausas are suffering the same way the Yorubas are suffering. Right. So it's not because there is government policy that only Hausas will suffer. Or there is a government policy that says only Igbos will suffer. Or there is a government policy that will say, okay, we allow all the Hausas to go into politics or to go into higher education, but we don't allow the Igbos or we don't allow the Yorubas. There is nothing like that. Anybody can compete and go to anywhere they want in Nigeria. And even any position you have in Nigeria, because you cannot have 2 presidents or 3 presidents, they rotate, but apart from president, there are different other positions that any tribe, every other tribe is occupying in Nigeria. So, it's a cliche, I know. Right. We talk about tribalism as a cliche all the time. That's our problem. But I think we are overemphasizing it. I think we are overstretching the problem of tribalism. The real tribalism that is in Nigeria is the problem of the haves and the have-nots. That is our tribalism. The problem of the few privileged ones and the masses that don't have anything. That is our tribalism. The problem of Nigerians that get to a position of authority and usurp the power and usurp the resources and they don't reach out to other people. That is our tribalism. but it's not about tribes or nationality or something like that. That is my own belief as of now.
Okay, there have been scenarios of, at least I've heard some stories from some people that said, let's say some tribes don't allow their children to marry other tribes in Nigeria, for instance, like maybe the Yorubas don't marry the Igbos, or probably if the two tribes, the young ones fall in love, the families are against it and they won't attend the marriage, or somebody from the north is not marrying someone from the south. I don't know if you've heard that too.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay, so can that be part of the tribalism?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Because for as many examples as you will find of such, when parents don't allow their children or their daughters to marry somebody from Yoruba or from Igbo or from Hausa, I will show you as many or even more examples of people who have done it. And they have allowed. So if you show me and say, okay, I have a case whereby a Yoruba man does not allow the daughter to marry an Igbo man because he's Igbo, I will come around and show you 100 Yoruba women or families that allowed their daughters to marry Igbo people, even though they were Igbos.
Okay.
So it's not tribalism on the level of a nation.
It's an individual thing.
You see.
Okay.
So you cannot be now addressing that as something that we need to address as a national problem. I don't see that as a national problem. I see that as an enlightenment problem of the individual family.
Hi, my people. I know say many of you go down listen to waiting Akin Fapunda don't talk that Yoruba man who normally come out to talk the truth. Although I dey always get joy for him because he has nothing to say but the truth always. If you carefully understand what he dey talk, all the thing where he dey talk, he no dey talk am. He no dey use sentiment talk anything. He no dey use religion talk anything. Everything wey be saying they talk am accordingly. That is the type of person wey be say we need. Although he still get things to say here because he never finish. I go play the rest of your video for una make una see him, but he get wetin I like talk concerning wetin he don't talk. If you understand wetin he talk for here, in the talk am say the problem that we have in here is being together. That is the problem we have in according to him and what he has said. Na true talk wey be say the talk. If you carefully, if you know this sentiment, I know say okay, all of una already hear us. Now understand how Naija dey with some people carry sentiment for head, even though their people no they do well. This man and many Yorubas they no delay that. Although the country where we dey now, we don't dey wise, we where we come up now. Though I go like make una hear the rest of the thing we see gets to talk before I go come back, sha. Thank you.
What would that involve from the Patriots? I mean, Constituent Assembly, what would that really involve? And how will it be different from, I know this is about alterations, but how will it be strictly different from what?
It's for the executive to produce a bill and say, look, kickstart the process. What was missing in the Jonathan system was there's no law to back what Jonathan did, so everybody was so dismayed. If the president were to draft a bill now, follow what Patriots have said, and the bill is passed, specifying that there's a process for producing a constitutional assembly, not to be interfered with, process set up, everything, a technical committee to supervise that, and then that is done. Within 3 to 6 months, it will be done. And the organic point of it is that the whole country will now vote once to say, eminent elders in the Assembly have produced a clean draft of both federal and regional constitutions. Do you agree with it? Vote yes or no. Once you have 55% or 60% yes, no, it's affirmed that the country have decided. And they will go forward.
Why would that leave the National Assembly?
Well, they are appropriating our sovereignty, but we donate it to them. But they now seized it and we are now their slaves. The new bill will cure that problem. That they will serve their term. The next election will be based on the new framework. We will not going to drive them away, but they will contest under a new constitution that have different provisions. Parliamentary system. We don't want this presidential system. One camera legislature.
Okay, so the Patriots are also crying out. Well, that's one of the issues that they're raising here.
No, they're not raising it. They're not raising parliamentary system.
They're raising it.
It's not silent. It's many little things are just there, but the real issue is parliamentary system, unicameral legislature.
So you want us to go back to parliamentary system? I mean, the Patriots.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Why would that cut it for Nigeria and not, I mean...
No, if I'm prime minister now, I'm one among equals, I cannot bring my friends and make them minister, PASA. No. All my ministers must come from the parliament. We are all elected together. You understand? So I can now president can appoint 48 ministers from anywhere.
That's the current system.
That's the current system. But parliament system, you are in parliament. The prime minister is in parliament every week. He's a bona fide member. Now you have some money. They put the bill there. Now you have someone, the president come and talk to him. If you don't some money, he will not come.
They're talking about what we have in the UK.
And what you have UK, the prime minister, who is the head of government, is in parliament every week. Any question coming about military affairs, about better edu, about anything, you ask him point blank, televised.
What differences will that make to the one we have now?
Accountability, implicit that you can be questioned. But this presidential system, CFR, FSR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, everything, you just put yourself in the villa and you don't come out. You travel, you don't hand over to anybody.
Do you think that the president is going to, because he said he should emanate from the executive?
Yeah, it's better.
Do you think that the president will want to put together that kind of a bill and send it to the House?
We have the draft already. We have the draft already. It's nothing. It's not. We have that. It's just for him to agree that I want to be a statesman, and I want to really change the course of Nigeria for the better. And all we have been doing 1999, we are just pretentious that we are united, we are strong, that we are rich. We are no longer rich, we are poor. We are indebted. All the food that we are selling now is to pay for the loan that have been taken. So we don't even have money for again. We are borrowing money. Isn't it? So we are pretending that we are rich, where we are poor. We are pretending that we are united, where we are not united. Katsina is already eligible to some boundaries. They are not even Nigerian again. Land of Nigeria. So many things are wrong. But this thing I'm saying now, President will lower the temperature of the country. We have been doing the same thing over and over for 25 years.
And it doesn't seem to be working.
It doesn't be working.
You know, you don't hear everything talk right from constitution, amendment, division, separation, and many other things. There is how he take the talk. He's indirectly saying all these things for una to know see all these things where we see it no be today we start. You see that 1999 and many other things where we say we talk about. You see where the problem of Nigeria start from. Now you want to know so. You see that 1999 constitution, it is part of the problem we get. You see the amalgamation of 1914, it did the problem. Although for us, for everybody now to come out for the problem, now when all of now begin to come out the way this man will be saying that they see for here, they come out, they talk every time, we say the fear. Whenever he come out to talk, he's not afraid of anybody. You know, they use tribalism, do anything that takes my person, this, that. If you hear everything they talk, you will not say, all the thing will be say they talk. You know, they support anybody, even despite the fact that it belongs to one tribe in this country. That is the kind of person will be say with life. Had it been, we get plenty people like this man. Will be okay, they stand for truth. The way this man they always come to talk, everything for them they all right. Although you will be say the years now, no say don't listening to wetin them talk from A to Z, and the other pastor again wait see there's no tribalism. I know say I don't hear that part too. So anything we be say una get to talk concerning this, you can adopt our own thoughts. I be waiting I get to talk when you say comment section.